Hello everyone, Strategy Taste here, and today we're back on a normal video, and as you can see here, the title is Warhammer 2 Races Tier List Maker, and yeah, the title will probably be this one too, for this video list, and I'm going to make a tier list of all the 15 races in the game, and yeah, it will go from OP tier, overpowered, to pure trash, and I'm probably I already know we will go on pure trash. So basically, I want to create this tier list because some of you ask which is the best faction. Even though I made a video on the High Elves, probably a tier list will be good for everyone to know. But before we're starting, I would like to um, to say sorry to all of you because in the live stream, yesterday's live stream, I really messed up. I'm sorry for maybe losing all of your time in that, but Marius Leitdorf as a legendary lord, it's not really good, and yeah, and I'm not really amazing at the game, so sorry. Even though I have 300 hours, I still need to learn, and yeah, I'm sorry guys. Anyway, we are going to start now with the Bisman. Okay, so guys, where do you think the Bisman should be going? I think they should be going to the OP tier because they have the best stim stack, right? No, they are pure trash. Oh my god. The Beastmen have so many problems. Their race mechanics are overall boring in my opinion and not really good. They have somewhat of an underway stance, which it's okay. It actually is not really good for the playstyle they have, in my opinion. Because the map of their underway, I think it's the Beast Path or something, doesn't really fit too much the Beastman way of playing things. And yeah, besides the the Doomstack with the leadership thing, they aren't really good in my opinion. So yeah, they really need a rework. And overall, their hold mechanic, I actually think that Chaos it's better. Yeah, I don't know. The Bisman needs a rework. Let's now move on to Bretonia. I actually think Bretonia um, on on the battlefield is actually pretty weak, but with some exploits that have been discovered recently, you can actually get free armies as Bretonia. For some lords, you can get questing knights for free as Bretonia. So you'll yeah, you just need your lord to have the knights. The first night's vow unlocked before going to 800 and 100. No, sorry, 1,600 chivalry between that little thing there, and you'll get free knights armies. So yeah, that's a very big exploit. And on the battlefield, their Doomstack is good, not amazing against some opponents, especially as opponents that have anti-large, a lot of missile troops. They're not really amazing, but overall they can really grow very fast. Their economy is good. Overall, a strong faction, in my opinion. It's just that their campaign is not as strong. And now let's move on to the Dark Elves. I think that the Dark Elves should go on a B. They are okay on the battlefield. The thing is with the Dark Elves is that they usually fight better opponents. They fight against the High Elves, which are arguably the best faction, well, the best race in this game. They fight against Skaven, which are really, really strong. And Malus Darkblade and the Kraken Lord, Loki Fellart, fighting against the Lizardmen, which are amazing in the battlefield. It's just that I don't know, their race is there's their economy. You can get slaves forever into your provinces. But the spare economies, Bretonia, I think, is actually better than the Dark Elves for campaign reasons, for growth, for various things. Yeah, and also maybe it's just because I'm not an a Dark Elven player, but there, I don't know, I don't really like the Dark Elves too much. Let's now move on to the Dwarfs. And as the Dwarfs, I'm going to put them directly into a C. The Dwarfs have no magic, no carry, no flank. Well, they have... yeah, they have actually flank units. Sorry. Their race attributes are not amazing in my opinion, but they are mostly a noob-friendly faction. They don't have to do many things to win a battle. They just have to probably take a defensive position, use their artillery, their superior range units, and their very armored roster. So yeah, but on the campaign, their economy isn't amazing. The forge mechanic, there have been an exploit which was really, really recently discovered that so that you can get a free Earth Gold, but even Earth Gold is not like a top tier resource or whatever thing that is. Yeah, but overall, yeah, they're not the best faction in the game for sure. Let's now move on to the Empire. And on the Empire, I'm going to put them into a B because they are between a B and a C. The Empire roster, I actually think it's really weak. Their economy is okay. There's better economies out there overall. Yeah, they have a powerful magic because they have a lot of magic to yeah, the College of Magics are a lot. The Elector Count's mechanics for for Reichland and the Golden Order are interesting and also powerful. The Unsmarter Expedition doesn't get those, but overall, the Unsmarter Expedition has better things to do than the Elector Count. Yeah, their lords are okay. Balthasar Geth is probably the best one of them, but overall, I think that the Empire is okay. It's a balanced faction. It has a very good artillery. Their endgunners are very good. They have a lot of things, landmarks that they can get all around the whole world. Yeah, overall, I don't really like the Empire, but I admit they are a very balanced faction. So let's now move on to the Greenskins, and I'm probably going to put them here. Yeah, on C, because the Greenskins, well, even though they got a rework, Uh, they're they're not really amazing. Their lords, especially Gringo and it's called Vurzag and probably Hazag. Uh, I don't find them very good. The best lords are for sure Grum the Punch and Skasnik. Uh, yeah, but as a race, even though they got a new the rework, I don't know. Their their roster, they have some good units like the Rogue Idol, the Arachnarok Spider, the Doom Diver Catapults. Those are really good units. But the fact is that as the greenskins, you basically have no economy, and you really you won't really have the chance to get all of those units until really late on the campaign. And even though you hacked like Norske or Warriors of Chaos, where you continuously raise the cities, it's just that I don't know. I don't find them an amazing race, so I'm going to put them into C. And now the High Elves. Well, the High Elves are. What can I say? I made an entire video which is 30 minutes long about them. They're amazing. Their lords are the most powerful in the games. In the game, sorry. They have some of the best units. Their economy is it's arguably either the first or the second most powerful economy in the game. They have access to all basic laws of magic. They have very good heroes, especially the Handmaiden, the Lawmaster of Oath, the Noble, the Mage. Those are all good heroes. They have the influence mechanic, which allows for a lot of good things. Overall, they have landmarks across all the world, they stretch all across the world. Their trade is good. They have everything about the High Elves is good. So OP tier, overpowered. Yeah, they are probably overpowered. And now the Lizardmen. Little Lizardmen. Uh, hmm, this is actually tough. Should we put them on a hay or? I'm actually going to put them on a hay tier. The Lizardmen, they are amazing. They have probably the best. They are the best race for pels. They just have amazing units. Their beasts are. How can I describe them? They're really good. They have good legendary lords. The normal lords, the Slan Life Priest, is also really good. Overall, they are a solid faction. Their economy is not really amazing, to be honest, but they have a lot of things that they can do to reduce the cost of their units. They, for example, Tehenohin can get a free construction cost and a free upkeep for his army. So at that point, you just need the recruitment cost, and you won't you won't use the money for anything else than diplomacy or recruitment, basically. And yeah, the Lizardmen are really good race. Norske. Norske, I actually would put them on the C. Probably they're better than the Greenskin in my opinion, but their race, they only have two legendary lords, which it's not a good thing. Both their starting positions are really hard. They get blundered by the Order Tide really easily. Um, their roster, besides the Mammoth, uh, it's not really good. The Chariots, Marauders, um, their carry, it's just in the game they're okay, but yeah, they have no artillery also. Besides, I think they can get one regiment of renown artillery thingy, but it's just for one army, and it's from a monster truck thing. It's not really good. Yeah, and overall they can get really powerful, but you really need Norske is really hard, really complicated also because their their economy works more on armies than actual economy. So I don't know how to rate Norscan economy because it's all about since it's all about armies. So I don't know. So let's move on to the next race. The Skaven. I'm actually going to put the Skaven on the overpowered tier. The Skaven, as the High Elves, they have either the first or the second most powerful economy. There's still little debate because theoretically, the Skaven economy could get better than the High Elven economy, but you need over 500 turns to get there. But that's something you need to consider. But overall, their economy is amazing. Their food mechanic is very good. They have the mess from below, which early game and also late game, in all stages of their campaign, allows you to either kill the enemy artillery or damage a lot or slow them down. Everything you can do a lot of things with the menace from below. And their yeah, as said, their economy is good. Their roster is really good. There's Clans Crier, which it's overpowered. There's Clan Ashley, overpowered. Those two factions are probably one of on the top tier of the most powerful factions in the entire game. For example, Lance Cry can get unlimited ammo for some of its units. Clan Ashin can destroy an entire faction in just one click. Thanos snap. Yeah. Are you listening to this? Oh my god. I don't know if you're listening to this, but oh my god. They're definitely Clan Ashin or Clan Scryer, they're both amazing. Yeah, and besides from Clan Rechtes, they have all good legendary lords and factions. So yeah. Let's now move on to the vampires. Um, so the first of the vampires, it's the Tomb Kings. I'm going to put the Tomb Kings into an A because they can get unlimited armies. They have the Canopic Jaws, which is a very good mechanic. The Legendary Lords are all good, especially Cetra the Imperishable. And also, I would say Archon the Black is very good. They have good landmarks. Their roster, even though the roster isn't overall good, you need to consider that they have no upkeep for their units, so they are completely expendable. So if a unit is trash, but they are free, then it's always worth it. So yeah, and overall their campaign is really funny. You'll have a lot of fun with the Tomb Kings, and yeah, they're overall a very strong faction. The Vampire Cost, I'm going to put them into a B because they are okay. They're a good faction. The problem with the Vampire Cost is probably their economy. In some cases, They have the shipbuilding mechanic, which is really good. They have the Necrofax Colossus, which is a very good unit. Their lords are okay. Uh, let me see. Aranus Suspite and Silostra Drive-In, they're probably 6 out of 10. Luthor Archon is probably 7 out of 10. And Count Noctilus is probably not, 8.5 out of 10. Because Count Noctilus is the best vampire cost legendary lord. Because yeah, it's a good lord for his faction. They have access to good lords of magic, such as the vampires, lords of magic, and the deep one is actually I found that the deep one, the deep lore of magic is okay, not trash, okay. Mostly good. It has some good spells. Yeah, and I really appreciate the shipbuilding mechanic. And actually, they can get 5 unique lords. And the most powerful thing about the faction probably is the seats. Yeah, the officer seats. That's really a plus. And overall, I enjoy them, but they're not an A tier in my opinion. Now, an A tier is ready for the vampire counts. The legendary lords are all good. Their roster is they have their roster. It's like that of the vampire. Sorry, not the vampire class. The Tomb Kings. There's technologies in your research tree that allows for 3 skeletons and 3 zombies. Overall, you always want to get 3 skeletons over 3 zombies because zombies are trash. They won't fight. They're slow. They have no missile resistance, no shield. They're just trash. Don't recruit zombies only in emergency situations. And the most important thing about the faction, the race, sorry, is that they have the vampires' laws of magic, which is probably the between the life law and the I think it's Celestial or something. The one which has chain lighting and wind blast. That lore of magic is like on the top 3. But the vampires' laws of magic is Invocation of Neck, probably one of the best healing spell in the game. Wind of Death. It's just overpowered. How can I say that? It's just overpowered. They also have good heroes. The Necromancer is amazing. The Vampire hero is how can I say that? It's an amazing spellcaster, and also it's an amazing fighter. Their heroes are really good. The White King and the Banshee. I didn't put them in my army because I don't like them. You probably need them on the campaign map the most. And yeah, you can get the Devious little thingy. But overall, I really enjoy the vampires. Really enjoy. And now, the pure trash tier. You would have thought that this was only for the basement. No. Warriors of Chaos and Wood Elves. Okay, let's start with the Warriors of Chaos. They just need a rework. They'll get one in Game 3, in Warhammer 3, hopefully. But right now, they're just trash. They have almost no unique mechanic. Their whole mechanic is just trash, pure trash. No economy. Their roster is, I guess, versus the Empire, versus Dwarfs, versus whatever other faction which has ranged units, they're just pure trash. They don't compete with anyone. They have the Dragon Ogre Shagot, which is the only strong unit in their roster, which can compete with their enemies. But just one unit can't save an entire race. Their heroes are mostly not good, not amazing overall. The legendary lords Sigvald and Archeon. I don't know. Archeon is I would put Archeon at a 5 out of 10 and Sigvald 5.5 out of 10 because Sigvald actually provides good buffs, but oh my god, it increases the upkeep cost. It damages his own faction for just his army. So I don't know. And yeah, they really need a rework. And going on the Wood Elves, the Amber mechanic needs a rework. Their heroes, the Waste Stalker, I think it's called, or Way Watcher or something. It's a good hero, but the tweaking not amazing. They have only 2 legendary lords. Their settlement mechanic doesn't really fit my way of playing, and a control zone may really get screwed up. And they have constant revolts. They only have 4, 5. Yeah, they only have 7 fully Wood Elven settlements. Gamevale, Laralon Forest, Orange Camp, and the other 4. No, sorry, 5. So yeah, let's say 5 settlements in Arthur Lauren. Those are the only settlements that they can fully use. And on the battle map, they are more of a nuisance than truly powerful. I don't know, the roster is okay, but overall the Wood Elves need a rework. They probably both the Beastmen, both the Wood Elves and also Norske, they need more legendary lords because as it is, the races lack legendary lords. And overall, I don't know, the Wood Elves, yeah, they need something else. And we're at the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed this one. Maybe you like what I said, maybe you don't agree with my argument, but I hope that you can tell me in the comments or on my Discord. Also, join my Discord. If you want, subscribe, leave a like, I don't know, leave a dislike. Classical YouTuber stuff, I'm saying, sorry. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. And anyway, for this one, that's everything. And bye, everyone. Sorry. Before I forget, today you'll see there will be another live stream, another modded live stream, and today I'll try to not mess up as the Marius Leitdorf one. So yeah, see you boys.